Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the May 19th virtual meeting of Chatham's Historic Business District Commission. My name is Daniel Silver. I am the current chairman. Hopefully, this meeting will unfold as follows. As soon as the Central Permitting Coordinator, Sarah Clark, reads the Governor's directives concerning these virtual meetings, we'll have a roll call of the members who are present who will be reviewing the applications this afternoon. As soon as that roll call is finished, we'll move on to the minutes. And as soon as the minutes are approved, we'll move right on to the application. And when our vice chair reads your application, we ask that you let your presence be known and give us a brief synopsis of what your proposal is. And then we'll go through the members and get comments. All right, so as I said, the first order of business will be Sarah reading the Governor's directives concerning these meetings, rather. Sorry, Sarah.
Please note this meeting is being recorded and will be available shortly hereafter for scheduled and on-demand viewing on any smartphone or tablet device. If anyone else is recording the meeting, please notify the chairman. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the Open Meeting Law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 18, and the Governor's March 23, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in any one place, this meeting of the Historic Business District Commission is being conducted via remote participation. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. A reminder that persons who would like to listen to this meeting while in progress may do so by calling the phone number 1-508-945-4410, conference ID 975-538-955#. Despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide for real-time access, and we will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as possible.
Thank you, Sarah. Now we'll do the roll call. As I said, my name is Dan Silver, and I'm the current chairman, and I obviously am present. We also, I believe, have our vice chair, Darcy Sequin. You here, Darcy?
Oh, Darcy's here.
Okay. Sam Stribert, our clerk, is not here. We have our regular member, Bob Burns. Are you here?
Bob Burns is here.
Okay, we have our first alternate, Doug Grattan.
Doug Grattan is here.
We have our second alternate, Steve DuBois.
Steve DuBois is here.
All righty, very good. Now, as I said, the first order of business will be the approval of the minutes, and those are the minutes of the meeting held May 5th. Are there any comments or revisions anyone would like to make on those minutes?
I'd like to make
hearing none. Go ahead, Doug.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. We'll go right to a vote on this. Darcy Sequin?
Darcy approves.
Bob Burns?
Bob Burns approves.
Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan approves.
Steve DuBois?
Steve DuBois approves.
And Dan Silver approves as well. Very good. Excellent. Thank you. All right. So our first application, I believe we do have a representative or the applicant themselves here. Darcy?
First application is a modification 21-044 Stephen and Adrienne Principe, care of Eastward Companies. Application to modify the certificate of appropriateness for the exterior facade of the dwelling located at 49 Cross Street.
Yep. Good afternoon. Susan Ledoux here from Eastward Companies. And I have to first off apologize if you hear a noisy dog in the background. He does this every time I'm on a meeting. For whatever reason, I don't know. So anyway, I'm here, and Karen Kempton, the architect, is on the line also. And you saw this project back in September of last year, and you approved the addition and renovation work to this house. And construction's been underway for several months, and the owner, along with our guys, have initiated a few changes to this left elevation of the house. So what I've submitted is the approved left elevation and the proposed left elevation, so you can see the changes. And there are 4 areas. where this is changing. The number one is the shed, the left elevation wall of the shed, somewhat higher than originally proposed, and one window has been eliminated from the shed. The outdoor shower has been shifted to be next to the shed versus next to the house. You can see it on the plan. The basement level, the exterior door has been shifted somewhat toward the front of the house, closer to the bank of awning windows at that lower level. The first floor, with the elimination of the outdoor shower from this porch and deck off that first floor level, the steps from this exterior have been shifted to the east, thereby requiring fewer steps from the first floor to the lower level and making access to the rear yard easier for the owners. A small double hung window has been added in the powder room next to the exterior door, and two sets of triple windows on this elevation have been spaced farther apart to better function in the new dining area and kitchen. And on the second floor level, the roof line's been changed somewhat by lowering the dormer at the master bedroom wall to reduce the long shed dormer as originally proposed. The two double hung windows previously proposed in the master bedroom have been replaced with a bank of three double hung windows, providing more natural light in this space, and two double hung windows in the master bathroom have been replaced with a small dormer, and you'll see that small dormer there has been added, which complements the existing house roof line in this elevation, and one window is located in this dormer. And all other aspects of your approval will remain the same, and I've listed those in the letter. And we feel this is still in keeping with your original approval. And that's our presentation.
Thank you, Susan. All right, let's
Yeah,
find out what the members think about it. See what the members think about it, Sue. Darcy?
I think what you've done is a great improvement. Everything looks symmetrical, and I think it looks great.
All righty. Bob Burns?
I think it looks excellent. So no questions. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay. Doug Grattan? Looks like Doug has left us.
He's not there.
No, he's not there, so we'll go to Steve Du Bois.
I think it's fine. I think it's a nice change. It'll do well.
Yeah, I think they did a great job with it. Nice presentation, Sue. Thank you. There's Doug.
Okay.
Doug, do you have any comments?
Sorry about that. I do not. I reviewed it and I don't have any comments.
Okay, then. All right, so do we have a motion?
Doug Grattan will make a motion for modifications of application 21-044, Stephen and Adrian Pacifi, care of Eastwood Companies, application to modify the certificate of appropriateness for the exterior facade of the dwelling located at 49 Cross Street as presented.
Darcy
Very
Sequin
good.
will second the motion.
All right, motion is made and seconded. All right, last chance for comments or questions. Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin has no further questions.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns, no further questions.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan, no further questions?
Steve Du Bois,
Steve DeBoer has no further questions.
and Dan Silver has no further questions or comments. Very good. Ready to vote, folks? All right, Steve Du Bois,
I vote to approve as presented.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
and Dan Silver votes to approve. Very good. Thank you, Sue.
All right. Thanks so much. Have a good afternoon.
You too.
Hey, you as well. Thank you for coming before us. All right, Darcy.
Okay, the next are two signs, 21-046, main sale, care of Arrow Signs of Cape Cod. Application to install a wall sign on the structure located at 214C Orleans Road. The applicant is required to seek approval from the Sign Code Appeals Committee under the sign bylaw section 225-19.
All right, and the applicant has been made aware of this, Sarah, I assume?
They have.
Okay, very good. All righty. What can you tell us about the sign?
Hi, good afternoon. Jen Allard from Main Sale Events. The sign that we are proposing is for my business in Nickerson Corners at 214C Orleans Road. It would replace an existing sign that was up previously. And John from Arrow Signs has said that the board has the appropriate navy. It's a light navy color that is part of the code.
Okay, now is the new sign same size as the existing sign?
Yes, exactly same size as the existing. It would just replace the existing.
Alrighty, and I have to ask, are you proposing any additional lighting?
No, none whatsoever.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Mhm.
All right, let's see what the folks think of it. Steve DuBois?
I think it's a nice sign. Is the sign that it's replacing the same size as the one that you're proposing?
Yes, it is, absolutely.
And what was the reason that you have to go? Is it because of the size of the sign that you have to go to the next step with the sign?
Why I'm replacing it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a new business. I've taken over a lease.
Oh.
It was a different business previously.
Very good. All right. Good luck. Nice
Thank
sign.
you.
Okay, Doug Grattan?
I think it's a beautiful sign, and it's, wonderfully done. The colors are great, so I have no further questions.
All right, Bob Burns?
I like the sign. It's very well done and no questions.
Darcy Sequin?
I agree. I think the sign is compatible, what's around it. Color is great, and good luck to you.
Thanks.
Yeah, Dan Silva has no issues with the sign or questions. All right,
Great, thank you.
do we have a motion?
Doug Grant would like to make a motion for signs application 21-046, main sale care of Arrow Signs of Cape Cod. Application to install a wall sign on the structure located at 214C Orleans Road as presented.
Very
Darcy
good, thank
Sequin
you.
will, Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, the motion was made and seconded. Last chance for questions or comments. All right, Steve DuBois?
I have no further questions.
Doug Grattan?
Doug has no further questions.
Bob Burns?
Bob Burns, no further questions.
Darcy Sequin?
Darcy Sequin, no further questions.
Dan Silva has no further questions or comments. All right, ready to vote, folks? Steve DuBois?
I'll vote to approve as presented.
Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Bob Burns?
Bob Burns votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin?
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
And Dan Silva votes to approve as well. Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, good job. Next one, Darcy.
The next one is 21-047, main sale, care of Arrow Signs of Cape Cod, application to install a ladder board on the existing ground sign located at 214 Orleans Road.
Very good. I see our applicant is still here with us, or representative anyways. Yes, what can you tell us about this one?
Yes, so this is, again, I've taken over the lease, and so this would be replacing the existing ladder sign that was there at the Nickerson Corners Road. And again, John from Arrow Signs tells me that this is compatible with the current code and colors.
Very good. Darcy, did we have a letter from the Central Permitting Coordinator?
Yes, we
commenting
do.
on the sign?
Yeah. The proposed sign will replace an existing ladder board. The size of the existing ground sign was approved under appeals permit number 14-024 and does not require approval from the Sign Code Appeals Committee.
Excellent. Thank you, Darcy. All right. All right. Steve, can we start with you again on comments?
Sure, I guess so. The only observation or comment that I have is that it doesn't really match the other rungs on the ladder, the font is different, and it's not mixed case. It's not the same color. I was just kind of hoping that maybe, something could be changed and make it kind of blend in with the rest of the rungs that are already there.
Yeah,
So what are you
that,
suggesting?
Well,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, I think that when he drew up the sketch of the sign, he was going off my logo. We're more than happy to make sure that it matches.
And how would you do that?
I can go back to John at Arrow Signs and make sure that the coloring is correct. That's not a problem.
Steve,
Okay,
were you
that's
questioning the
fine. I mean,
font size?
that's fine. That, if it, because the rest of the signs there are mixed case, and this is all uppercase, and it's a different font. So I think if it was just made to look more similar to the ones that are already there, I think it would blend in better.
Okay, Jen, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm fine. That's not a problem.
Okay, so you just would keep the M in the main and S in the sales as uppercase and lowercase the others? Is that,
Yes.
Steve, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
You bet. Doug Grattan.
I'm along the same lines as Steve. My only additional thought was you would be the only sign with a logo where the rest is just lettering. So I don't, I'm certainly not opposed to your logo being the sailboat. But you might want to consider, removing the logo from that sign to match the rest if that's the route you're going.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Not opposed to that.
And maybe you can ask the association, or your landlords with the association, maybe they could spruce up the whole sign, when they have a chance.
Yep.
Certainly nothing on you.
Yeah.
That's no comment.
Okay. Bob Burns.
Yeah, I agree with the proposed changes. I think that would spruce it up. So no further questions.
Okay, Darcy Sequin.
Yeah, I agree with the rest of the commissioners. It stands out. The others don't stand out at all. So I think maybe a little revamping of the whole thing might look good. And also, Jen, if you could just give us a cut sheet for the new sign, that would be great.
Sure, no
Just
problem.
send it in to Sarah. That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, did I leave anybody else? I agree with everybody. This is Dan Silva. I agree with all the comments that were made, and I'm happy to see that Jen was willing to comply to those comments. All right, so Doug, if the motion's been made, then it should be conditioned such that the first letter in main and sale be the only ones that are uppercase, and that the logo be removed. Sale, that's it.
So Doug Grant will make a motion under signs, application 21-047, main sale, care of Arrow Signs at Cape Cod. Application to install a ladder board sign on the existing ground sign located at 214 Orleans Road, with the conditions that the first letter of main sale be capital, the rest in lowercase, and the logo to be removed as well.
Very good. All right.
Darcy
All right.
Seacon will
Is there a
second the motion.
Okay, a motion was made and second. Last chance for comments and questions. Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin has no comments or questions.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns, no further questions.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grant, no further questions?
Steve DuBois,
Steve DeBoer has no further questions.
Nor does Dan Silver have any further questions. Very good. Ready to vote, folks? All right, Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin in favor.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns in favor.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan in favor.
Steve DuBois,
Steve DeBoer is in favor.
Dan Silver is in favor as well. Thank you, Jen. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
You too,
too.
Jen.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, Darcy.
Next on the agenda, 21-048, day off, care of Stephanie Meads. Application to install a window sign located at 1581 Main Street.
Very good. Do we have an applicant or representative here?
Hi, this is Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you? What can you tell us about your proposed sign?
Yeah, it's I'm proposing a white vinyl sign. I have the measurements listed on the application. We have the store next to us, Bungalow, has the same type of window sign. It's just a nice, clean, low maintenance type of sign that goes right in the window. We also have one similar to it in the Brewster Historic District. But it's been good for us because it's like I said, no maintenance, but it's just a simple window sign.
All righty. And
And
that's the location it's going to be in that we saw earlier?
Yes, 15, yes, the Chippehoy Plaza. Yes, the Chippehoy Plaza.
Okay. Very good. Excellent. Thank you. All right, let's find out what the commission members think of it. Darcy?
Okay.
Darcy Sequin, nice and clean, looks great. Yeah, looks good.
Okay.
Okay. Bob
Thank you.
Burns?
Bob Burns, it looks good. I like the sign, so no further questions.
Okay.
All right, Doug Grattan?
Again, nice and clean, no further questions.
Okay, Steve DuBois?
I have no questions.
And Dan Silver has no questions. I think that's probably the most straightforward sign I've ever seen.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, do we have a motion, folks?
Doug Grant will make a motion to sign application 21-048, day off, care of Stephanie Meads, application to install a wall sign located at 1581 Main Street as presented.
Darcy
Okay, that was a
Sequin will
window
second-
sign. Yeah, okay.
Darcy Sequin will
Darcy?
second the motion.
All right, motion is made and seconded. Chance for further discussions or comments or questions. Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin, no further questions.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns, no further questions.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grant, no further questions?
Steve DuBois,
Steve DeBoer has no further questions.
Dan Silver has no further questions, but maybe the puppy has a comment.
No comment.
All right, you ready to vote? Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin votes in favor.
okay. Bob Burns,
Bob Burns in favor.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grant votes in favor.
Steve DuBois,
Steve DeBoer votes in favor.
and Dan Silver votes in favor as well. Thank you. All
Thank you
right.
guys. Have a great
Hey, you too. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Darcy.
next, 21-049 Chatham Vacation Rentals, care of Kimberly Robbins. Application to install a roof sign on the structure located at 1291 Main Street.
All righty.
Hi,
And before we
I'm
get going, excuse me, does the sign coordinator have any comments?
No, the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. The applicant?
Hi, I'm Libby Nickerson. We are replacing the two signs that are already existing on the roof. They're 3 feet by 8 feet right now, with one combined sign with our new logo. It's 3 by 10.
All righty. Very good. All right. Darcy, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I have no questions. I'm good.
Okay, Bob Burns,
One question, the new sign, is that gonna be centered over the door, the double door on the first floor?
Yes.
So it's gonna be centered over the double door on the ground floor.
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's in the cornfield, where the
Yes.
two signs are now. It'll be kind of centered where those two signs are. 'Cause the two signs are both 8 feet long, so this one will just be 10 feet and centered in that section.
Yeah, there's one over this side a little bit, so as long as it's centered over the lower double door, that's fine.
Okay.
One other question would be, are you going to move the lighting?
We're
There's
not.
light-
Yeah, we've talked about that. I don't think so. So the light there, I don't know if you can see it. I think it matches. It's 8 feet long, and so we might want to look into a 10-foot long, but as of right now, we're not changing it.
So the lighting, the sign that's on the right of that sign, that's gonna go, this will be the new sign over the double doors.
Yes,
And
with just one
so-
of the lights.
But the light is an 8-foot light. Will that be centered under the sign?
Yeah.
So the sign will be 10 feet and you'll center the 8-foot light under that sign.
Yeah.
Okay. No further questions.
all right. Doug Grattan,
I think it's a beautiful sign and it's a beautiful job, and the colors and the font, the composition, everything really outstanding. And I don't have any questions. I think it's fantastic.
Steve DuBois,
Steve has no questions. I think it's a nice sign.
yeah, Dan Silver thinks it's a great sign too. Very good. All righty. All right, so do we have a motion?
Doug Grant will make a motion under signs, application 21-049, Chatham Vacation Rentals, care of Kimberly Robbins. Application to install a roof sign on the structure located at 1291 Main Street as presented.
Thank you, Doug.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Chance for last comments or questions. Darcy,
Darcy Sequin has no further questions.
Bob Burns,
Burns, no further questions.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grant, no further questions?
Steve DuBois,
Steve DeBoer has no further questions.
and Dan Silver has no further questions or comments. Very good. Ready to vote. Steve DuBois,
I will vote to approve as presented.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grant votes to approve.
Bob Burns,
Burns votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
and Dan Silver votes to approve. Very good, folks. Thank you.
Next application is 21-050, Chatham Vacation Rentals, care of Kimberly Robbins. Application to install a ladder board on the existing ground sign located at 1291 Main Street.
I assume our applicant or representative is still here.
Hi, yes, I am still here. So yeah, we're just replacing the ladder sign that was there with the new logo design.
Okay, all righty. Let's find out what the members think of it. Darcy?
Darcy Sequin, I think it's a great looking sign and I believe it complies with most of what's there.
Okay. All right, Bob Burns.
Very nice sign, and I think it fits in very well, so no further questions.
Doug Grattan,
Again, great sign. No questions.
Steve DuBois,
Steve DeBoer has no questions.
and Dan Silva has no questions. I think it's a great sign too.
Oh,
All righty. All right, do we have a motion?
Doug Grant will make a motion for under signs, application 21-050, Chatham Vacation Rentals, care of Kimberly Robbins. application to install a ladder board sign on the existing ground sign located at 1291 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded. Last chance for comments or questions. Steve DuBois,
I have nothing further.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan has something further?
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns, no further questions.
Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin, nothing further.
and Dan Silver has no further questions as well. All right, ready to vote, Phil? All right, Steve DuBois,
I will vote to approve as presented.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan votes to approve as presented.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns votes to approve.
and Darcy, did I do you already?
No.
Darcy? I'm checking everything off here. Darcy, no?
Darcy Sequin
You
votes.
Okay, and Dan Silver votes to approve. All right, very good. Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks. Take
Sorry,
care.
I lost my place there for a minute, Darcy.
That's okay. Okay, next is addition alteration 21-43, Monica Whiting, care of Renewal by Anderson. Application to replace windows on the structure located at 405D Orleans Road.
All righty, I see a gentleman here.
Hi, folks. Chris Hudson with Renewal by Anderson on behalf of Monica Whiting.
Mhm.
And let's see if I can show you what's going on here. It's very straightforward. Condo unit we've done some work in. And we're proposing, everybody see my screen?
Yep.
So we're proposing to replace an additional 3 double hungs. This is a project we started back in 2013 with 3 double hungs. We got unit 101, replace in kind, white double hung 8/8 grills between the glass. And then in a bump out unit, we have a twin double hung, also white double hungs 8/8 grills between the glass. This will be consistent also with the unit that we've already done work for right here in the below unit. So this will all be consistent with what you see. Happy to field any questions.
All right, thank you. Well, let's find out if there are any. Darcy?
Darcy Sequin has no questions.
All right, Bob Burns?
One question, the trim is gonna be consistent with other trim?
Yeah, so unless we find any moderate to severe rot, the exterior wood trim is actually going to be staying there, and we apply an L trim just to kind of marry it up to the existing wood trim, so it'll look exactly like the other units that we've done.
Oh, good, no further questions.
Okay, Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan has no further questions.
Steve DuBois?
Steve DuBois has no other questions.
Nor does Dan Silver. All right, I think that's pretty straightforward. All righty, do we have a motion?
Doug Grattan will make a motion under addition/alteration. Application 21-043. Monica Whiting, care of Renewal by Anderson. Application to replace windows on the structure located at 405D Orleans Road as presented.
Thank you, Doug.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Again, last chance for comments or questions. Darcy Sequin?
Darcy Sequin has no further questions.
Bob Burns?
Bob Burns, no further questions.
Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan, no further questions.
Steve DuBois?
Steve DuBois has no further questions.
And Dan Silver has no further questions. All right, ready to vote, folks? Okay, Steve DuBois?
I will vote to approve as presented.
Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Bob Burns?
Bob Burns votes to approve.
Darcy Sequin?
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
And Dan Silver will vote to approve. Very good. Thank you, sir. Nice.
All right, appreciate it,
Excellent
folks. Have a good
presentation,
night.
by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Okay,
Darcy, what do we got?
administrative approval exemption 21-045, Scott Ravelson, care of Cape Cod Home Improvement. Application to replace the roof on the structure located at 578 Main Street.
All right, what can you tell us? Was this for, was like kind or obviously wasn't a change of color, right?
I don't
No one
remember.
there?
So this one was reviewed by Darcy and Doug, and they were
Yeah.
proposing to replace the cedar shingles on the top, which were pretty worn. And I believe they may have, oh, that's all the pictures we have. So they were doing all sides of the top portion
Oh,
of
the
the
hip roof?
building.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, okay. All righty. Very good. All right, I'm gonna ask if anybody has any questions about this. Doug,
Doug has no questions.
Robert,
Is it like for like wood?
It was, yes.
Yes.
It's going to be like for like.
Yes.
Okay, no further questions.
Darcy?
No questions.
Okay, Steve?
I have no questions.
Nor do I.
Looks like it
All right.
needs it.
Yeah. I think there's a big expense going on there. It's gonna be a big expense. All right. Doug, do we have a motion?
Doug Ratton will make a motion under administrative approval / exemption, application 21-045. Scott Rabelson, care of Cape Cod Home Improvement, application to replace the roof on the structure located at 578 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. I don't think anybody has any comments or questions. Is that correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, very good. All right, then we'll go right on to voting. Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin votes in favor.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns in favor.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Ratton votes in favor.
Steve DuBois,
Steve DeBoer votes in favor.
and Dan Silva votes in favor. Very good. Excellent. Thank you, folks. Good job.
The last item on the agenda, administrative approval / exemption, 21-051, Chester Johnson, application to replace the siding and repaint windows and shutters on the dwelling located at 2620 Main Street.
All righty. And who do we have go out on this one?
I did. I went out on this one.
This was Darcy and Bob.
Darcy and Bob. All right. You getting around town, huh?
It needed it. It needed it.
It needed it. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're replacing with like kind and colors? Is that it?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Does anybody have any questions? Steve, Bob,
No.
Doug?
No.
No questions.
Okay, nor do I. All right, Doug, do you want to give us a motion?
Doug Ratton will make a motion under administrative approval / exemption, application 21-051, Chester Johnson, application to replace the siding and repaint windows and shutters on the dwelling located at 2620 Main Street as presented.
Very
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
good. Okay, motion's been made and seconded. We'll go right on to voting. I don't think there's any further questions or comments. I don't believe if there are, please speak up now. No? All right. Okay, Steve DuBois,
I will vote to approve.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Ratton votes to approve.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns votes to approve.
and Dan Silva vote to approve. Very good. Thank you.
So does
Thank you,
Darcy
folks. What
Sequin.
does it?
Darcy Sequin votes to
Darcy
approve.
Sequin. Oh, I did. You're right. Darcy, I did it again.
That's okay, Dan.
Someone's gonna change our name. I got all these DSs down, you know?
I know.
All righty. So that was unanimous. Is that correct? Yep. Very good. All right, so that gets us through, folks. Does anybody want to ask what our next meeting is going to be like?
Sure.
So as of right now, we have 5 applications, 4 signs and 1 additional alteration.
Oh, okay.
Sounds easy.
Very good. Yeah, easy peasy.
Thanks, Darcy.
Oh,
All right, folks. Well, that's it. I haven't got anything further. I don't think there's any public comment. Anybody want to make a comment that's out there? I don't see anybody else logged in outside of us.
There's no one out there.
Doug Brown will make a motion to
Okay.
adjourn.
Darcy
All right,
Sequel
then,
will
do we have a
second the
motion?
motion to adjourn.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Now, let's see if I can get this right. Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin votes in favor.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns votes in favor.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Brown votes in favor.
Steve DeVoy,
Steve DeBoer votes in favor.
and Dan Silver votes in favor as well. Thank you, folks. Well done.
Good night, everybody.
Very nicely.
Have a good
We are
night.
officially
Good night,
adjourned
Doctor.
at 5:15 PM.